From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Vivo V9. Powered by Renault, Hike and Zoho One.
My dear viewers, a lobby has been tolerated for a very long time in India. It's an anti-national lobby. And I really think that the time has come that someone should just, pardon my language, tell them to shut up. They should be shut up. This lobby makes a living abusing India. Its entire livelihood and existence is based on its ability to prostrate before the West and gain the approval of their Western masters by deriding India, denigrating India, portraying India as a lost case, going across in foreign capitals on dollars thrown at them, which they take like beggars, and saying that my country is a broken country, my country is a violent nation, and my country is a country of 1 billion shattered and hopeless people. And the irony is that this sold out lobby of intellectual beggars derives its entire existence by pushing their Indian passports and Indian origins. So they go to the West and they say, we're Indian, we will abuse India, please take care of us. So they go to their Western masters and sell their Indian origins. And the more they abuse, the more opportunities they get. The more they abuse, the more awards they get. The more they abuse, the more visibility they get. The more they abuse, the more money they get. This lobby, viewers, is an utterly shameless lobby. Its lead star is Arundhati Roy. Who is Arundhati Roy? Well, she's a one-book wonder. Now, she gets along by abusing India whenever she gets a chance. And now she's teamed up with that utterly Jurassic disaster called BBC, which has given her a forum to attack India from foreign soil. Well, maybe BBC thinks it will get a few rating points in India. I hope so, because they desperately need it. But my focus is not BBC. Who cares about BBC anyway? My focus tonight will be to expose the malicious duplicity and utter falsehoods of Arundhati Roy, not because she's relevant. She's not. But because if she has the guts, she will accept my invitation to expose her and her lies on this channel. And I'm sending Arundhati Roy an invitation tomorrow. Will she accept my invitation to come on my show and allow me to expose her falsehoods? I doubt it, because she doesn't have the intellectual depth to respond. But the nation surely wants to know. Debate number 1 is on the anti-India gang tonight. They should just be exposed relentlessly and factually, which we will. And debate number 2 at 10 o'clock tonight. A really packed show, the big event of the week, Arnab Mukherjee at the RSS headquarters. Is the RSS untouchable narrative, has that been shattered by this? All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight. The anti-India gang gets active before the elections. Denigrate and divide India plot is exposed. Mumbai, Delhi and Pune Mevani street war clan with Maoist links arrested. Arundhati funds Mevani, who organizes caste wars and violence. We expose the violence circuit tonight. Arnab Mukherjee makes a Nagpur shutdown, silences the Congress left and Rahul Gandhi. Closed door meeting with Bhagwat before big speech. Arnab breaks RSS untouchable narrative. And Amit Shah on outreach overdrive in Mumbai meets Sena Chief Uddhav Thackeray tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, for the longest time, these self-styled activists have paraded themselves as saviors of the liberal cause. They're only saviors of falsehoods, and we here at Republic TV have called their bluff at every single stage. In January, a call for street war resulted in violence and destruction, and tonight this anti-India gang has been arrested, but they're getting covering fire from London. Here's the story, and then tonight, let's debate.
December 31st, 2017. It was from this stage that Jignesh, Mevani and Umar Khalid spewed venom.
कि यदि इस देश में कभी क्रांति होनी है तो असेंबली या पार्लियामेंट में नहीं होगी, सड़कों की लड़ाई के चलते होगी, जन आंदोलन के चलते होगी.
Caste clashes rock Koregaon near Pune, one life lost. 5 months later, the organizers of bloodshed politics have been arrested.
I don't have anything to say now as of now. I mean, some 10 people were inside my room. I don't know what all they did there. So I mean, this particular thing that they are claiming is all frame.
बहुत ही टिपिकल स्ट्रेटेजी है महाराष्ट्र की सरकार की, और मुझे मेरा साफ तौर पे मानना है इस प्रकार की टारगेटिंग करने से महाराष्ट्र की सरकार के प्रति और केंद्र की भाजपा सरकार के प्रति दलितों का गुस्सा और भी भड़केगा.
4,168 miles from New Delhi, a well-known anti-national activist who once funded Jignesh Mevani's campaign has denigrated India in an interview to UK media.
Now, yet again, so-called activist Arundhati Roy has been caught red-handed. In an interview with the BBC to promote her book, in fact, on lies and deceit, Arundhati Roy has again abused India, Indian government, and spoken against the Indian Prime Minister. Arundhati Roy says that the minorities in India are unsafe and there has been predominantly violence in the country over the last few years.
But what Arundhati conveniently didn't mention was the murder of right-wing workers in Kerala and the cover-up of political murders in West Bengal. By fear-mongering and latching onto falsehoods, the anti-India gang is challenging every idea that India stands for.
Hardik Kanhaiya, Omar Khalid, along with the Congress, some people in the left, have come together and decided that democracy is not worth it, that elections are not their way now. They want a shortcut. And they are saying there has to be a street war in India. They're calling for a street war in India.
Republic has been at the forefront of exposing the denigrate and divide plot of the Tukde Tukde gang. Tonight, from two cities, two icons of the anti-India gang stand exposed. Let's debate.
Now, as far as, let me give you a glass of water to start the debate. Milind Ranade, because you'll need to clear your throat if you want to defend this one-book wonder who's a mix of ignorant, illiterate, ill-informed or motivated. Arundhati Roy knows nothing about India and goes to a sellout Jurassic colonial organization fed on government money called the BBC and abuses India. Now, the fact is we have a choice, Surabhi, to ignore one-book wonders, illiterate, ignorant, ill-informed and motivated people whose only agenda is to abuse India like Arundhati Roy and say, why do you care? The other way of looking at it is, if she goes on a colonial, globally broadcast platform and abuses our country, then we have every right, Surabhi, to confront her, don't we? And I would like to say this today, that I'm going to send an invitation to her to either justify what she has said or face me in a one-on-one interview. The question here is, can we remain quiet? Surabhi, I want to start with you. Can we remain quiet when this anti-India gang starts this entire anti-India operation? Can we just say they are vague generalizations by ill-informed people, or should we say they are falsehoods that must be exposed?
We need to call them out, Arnab, because their soft-spoken, poetic wording that Arundhati Roy puts forth in all her interviews really cannot go unnoticed. It needs to be called out for the very reason that this is the sort of narrative that they have built for these many years that we have conveniently ignored. We must call it out. We must say what it is. It is just it is rubbish. I'm sorry to say that.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I spent 20 minutes watching this interview today, end to end, and I must say I was left brain dead after that. What are you trying to convey?
Brain dead?
Why would you go and say something like this to a foreign media?
No, why would you?
Why would you
Why
paint
would you?
this narrative if you do not have a underlying objective? That underlying objective...
No, why would you malign India? Why would you malign India? The question here is, why would you malign India on the international stage in a deliberate manner? That's the more focused question. Why would you do it? What do you gain out of it? What do you gain? Kancham, you feel good? Yeah, Ratan Sharda is also on the debate. Yes, Ratan Sharda.
One wonder
Sharda.
who has to make money. I am saying this is the way they are building their career because of the one book they have nothing else to say. So they will go to foreign lands, they will beg for foundations. And
she said that
Ghanshyam, who asked you to come in? Why you keep on dividing? How do you keep on supporting everybody? Can't you allow somebody
Ghanshyam,
to
let us speak and then counter.
You start like a saber
Counter him after he
on
speaks.
and on and on. I am saying the left people like Arundhati have made a career out of begging by these kind of words and getting money from foundations and various kind of disruptive forces out of India. So this is, they will do continuously. They have to be challenged on this ground, so they are exposed. But they will speak such words outside India or in seminars, never in front of people who can challenge their thoughts, because these thoughts are totally destructive.
So she goes,
and this is the way they make money.
So she
the whole
goes,
gang of urban Naxals,
outside India,
urban
every
Naxals,
news is relayed
leftists,
across the
making
world.
India gangs,
The
this is
things
what
that
they
you
do.
are speaking right now is relayed across the world. There's no such thing right now in the global media boundary that this is spoken here and it will not be relayed anywhere else. Second, when she spoke, if you look at the entire interview and the set of interviews,
you will defend such indefendable things. That is what you say. So Ghanshyam Tiwari, how to prove yourself as a liberal, you will support Break India gangs. What has gone to your brain? You have no shame in supporting Breaking India gang just because you want to score points.
You celebrate all those organizations.
I'll tell you.
You will regret that.
I'll tell you what my... Okay, now listen, Ghanshyam. I want to reasonably debate this tonight. And a reasonable debate means that I will confront her lies with facts, her falsehood with facts, and since you're all supporting her, we will have to come to a conclusion on whether she is ignorant, illiterate, ill-informed, or motivated. So let me start. This is what she says. This is no. Up to a point I can say she knows nothing. She knows nothing, has read nothing, is not aware of India's culture, history, geography, people, or experience. But when she crosses the line, I will ask. So she says, so she says, will you stop giving me background music, Ghanshyam, and listen to my facts? So she says tonight, 1 minute please. So she says, the Muslims of India, the minorities, they've been ghettoized. You're looking at them in this anti-India interview to this colonizer country's colonized Jurassic website. She says, Muslims are discriminated. And she says, you're looking at them and Muslims are pushed out of economic activity. Muslims used to participate in economic activity earlier, but now they can't. You know, all meat shops in India have stopped. She says, all leather work has stopped. All handicraft that Muslims used to do has stopped. It's all stopped. It's all under assault. Band ho gaya leather ki dukaan. Are leather work, does she know? And now I'll tell you the facts. The facts is, leather work in 2016, Narendra Modi as Prime Minister has gone up many times. Meat shops are under assault. Meat export is at 22,074 crores in 2016. Lies!
In the name of cow in India.
Meat shops, you go and you say, with Narendra Modi as Prime Minister, Indians, there is no meat in India. Ghanshyam, stop it. Ghanshyam, stop it, please. I'm going to Saira Shalim or Fahim Beg at Sambit. Otherwise, he'll give me background music throughout. Thank you very much. Ghanshyam, be polite to the others, damn it. This is not the BBC. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Ghanshyam, this is not the BBC when you speak lies and the interviewer just looks there startled. The question here is, can you stop giving the background music, because I'll have to go to other panelists. Ghanshyam, do you realize it's rude? Now don't test me. I'm asking the producer, requesting the producer, let me get others on the program. I'm making a request. Thank you. Now the question is, there is no meat in India because Muslims are involved in meat shops. There is no handicrafts in India, according to Arundhati Roy, because Modi has come in and Muslims are not allowed to do handicrafts. There is no leather work in India, according to her, because Modi has come in and Muslims are not allowed to carry out leather work. Everything is under assault. Meat shops are under assault. There is no meat. Leather work is under, because Modi wants to make sure there is no meat, there is no leather, and there are no handicrafts. Are these lies? If they were not said with a straight face, I'd say this is a joke.
गोस्वामी साहब
नहीं वन से इतनी बड़ी झूठ की भी हद होती है। संबित पात्रा के साथ डिबेट कीजिए, पूछिए उनको।
अरुंधति रॉय ने जिस प्रकार से हमारे देश का चित्रण किया है विदेश में, मैं उनसे सहमत नहीं हूं। जिस हद तक उन्होंने जाकर देश का
किंतु परंतु कीजिए
रूप दिखाने का प्रयास किया है, मैं उनसे सहमत नहीं हूं। अब आप सुन लीजिए, हिंदुस्तान का मुसलमान सदियों से यहाँ है और
अच्छा है, आज हम दोनों एक लाइन पे हैं, तो आज मुझे बोलने दीजिए भाई। अच्छी बात है, मैं आपको मुबारक देता हूं।
सुन लीजिए
बात कही है, अच्छी बात है,
अगर मगर किंतु परंतु,
और हम एक ही
अभी शुरू हो रहा है, अगर मगर किंतु परंतु।
प्रधानमंत्री ने, भाई आप लोग हमारे प्रधानमंत्री को सीरियस क्यों नहीं लेते हैं साहब? प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि अगर कोई मेरी आलोचना करता है तो मैं उसे अपना सबसे अच्छा फैन समझता हूं, मगर आप लोग आलोचना को किस प्रकार से दिखाकर एक पूरी पिक्चर बदलना चाहते हैं।
पिक्चर वन मिनट नो। जो जब कोई झूठ बोल के अपने किताब को बेचने की कोशिश करता है तो झूठ बोलिए अपने किताब के बारे में, मगर आप हमारे देश के बारे में झूठ बोलकर अपने किताबों को बेचना चाहते हैं और विदेशों में जाके करना चाहते हैं तो कन्फ्रंट होगा। आप बताइए, देश में मीट के दुकान बंद हो गए, लेदर का काम बंद हो गया, हैंडीक्राफ्ट बंद हो गए।
मैं एक बात बता दूं,
नहीं झूठ क्यों बोली जा रही है?
गोस्वामी
नहीं, मेरे नाम को रिपीट मत कीजिए। आई एम आस्किंग यू व्यूअर्स,
उसमें मेरा भी वर्जन है। बीबीसी ने एक स्टोरी की है, उसमें मेरा भी वर्जन है, आप पढ़िएगा। मैंने उसमें साफ तौर से बताया है कि पिछले 4 सालों में कुछ कट्टरवादी लोगों ने देश में जो पूरा प्रहार कर रखा है। शालीमार गार्डन कल की बात है, कुछ लोग रोजा इफ्तार कर रहे थे,
के भाई भी उसमें है।
कट्टरवादी संगठन
नहीं, Samit, be serious. Let's get into a serious debate. Let's get into a serious debate on this. The question is about the lies. Samit Patra.
Even he has deposed Akeem to BBC on the same lines. Astonished.
मगर इतने बड़े पैमाने पे नहीं कि हमारे देश का नाम दूसरे देश में जाके बदनाम किया जाए। ये हमारे
Arnab, I really want to come in now.
Fine, Samit Patra on the debate now.
Allow me to come in now.
वक्त है।
फहीम भाई, मैंने आपको पूरा सुना।
Louder please. Fine, Patra please.
बट करिएगा।
आप उसे देशद्रोही नहीं
फहीम भाई, मैंने आपको पूरा सुना।
देशद्रोही तो हो सकता है, वो सरकार
अभी आपको देशद्रोही नहीं कहा है, अभी सुनने दीजिए। अभी मुझे पूरा सुन लीजिए, उसके बाद बोलिएगा। आपको नहीं बोला है देशद्रोही, सुनिए। अभी आपको देशद्रोही कहां बोला है? अभी तो बोला ही नहीं है, तो क्यों आपत्ति कर रहे हैं? रुक जाइए, जब बोलूंगा तब करिएगा। अभी सुन लीजिए।
अच्छा, आप बोलने वाले हैं ना?
और नाउ फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट यू आस्क्ड मी ओवर हियर।
अरे आप कर क्या
नहीं बोलने वाला हूं, आज नहीं बोलूंगा। रुक जाइए, मुझे बोलने दीजिए।
बोल देते हैं आप पर सवाल उठाओ तो आप देशद्रोही बोल देते हैं। अरे
मिस्टर फहीम, दिस इज अ वेरी सीरियस इशू।
डिक्टेटरशिप चलाना चाहते हैं
लाइक दिस। अलाउ मी टू मेक माय पॉइंट।
आपके सवालों पर आपसे कोई सवाल करता है तो आप भाग जाते हैं।
Only for your nuisance value.
150 लोग,
these are essential issues.
Continue. Don't heckle each other. Come on now. Let's have a serious debate out here. The question is about the lies being peddled on foreign soil. If you can, then debate on the facts. My question is simple. You go and portray something on foreign soil. You say that what is India today? And you say India is a country where people are lynched on the streets. Constantly, and the picture goes that if in India you were to go out on the streets, you will be lynched on the streets. And I want to ask today, where was this Arundhati Roy? One second, thank you very much. Saira Shalim is debating now with Sambit Patra. My question is, where was Arundhati Roy when the Congress was in power? When Sonia Gandhi was running the country, where was Arundhati Roy? When on the 1st January 2013, I'm not talking to you, sir. Saira is debating with Sambit. I said this, but where was Arundhati Roy when on 1st January 2013, three Dalits were killed by a mob of upper caste men when Sonia Gandhi was in power in Maharashtra? Why did she not go to the BBC and say, under Sonia Gandhi in India, people are being lynched on the streets? Because she doesn't have the guts. Then you turn into an intellectual pipsqueak. You lie repeatedly in a motivated manner. When did she speak then?
Allow me to come up with few questions. Ms. Halima, I've been waiting very patiently. Allow me to complete a few sentences, and then I believe you can come in. Yeah, thank you, Saira. Let me come in first. So first and foremost, Arnab's opening statement was, though Arundhati is immaterial, should we debate her statement or shouldn't we debate her statement? I firmly believe that we should debate her statement because of obvious reasons. Number one, she is a repeat offender, and number two, however we may dislike BBC, it does propagate a kind of misinformation about India across the globe when it comes from the words of, for them, so-called extremely important Arundhati Roy. For us, of course, she's not important because she's, as you rightly pointed out, one book wonder. Look, investment sentiment. Today, India under Mr. Narendra Modi is one of the most important economic players of the world. 7.7 GDP. India has taken over China. India is moving from fragile 5 in the past to fabulous few. And today, when India is the best greenfield destination for FDI, you have one of the Indians going to BBC and declaring that don't come and invest in India. Because everyone is dying on the street, people, anyone and everywhere are being lynched. Mr. Modi is a non-performing prime minister, so hello, don't come and investigate in India. That is what she's saying. So we should debate and we should expose these people. We should bring the best of India to the forefront so that our economy marches the way it is marching. Number two, why does Arundhati Roy, remember, she's the same Arundhati Roy who went in 2008 and said on a foreign soil that Kashmir has every right to be separated from India. Kashmir's Azadi is the right plea and Kashmir should be given Azadi. She even condemned India by saying that Pakistan is a peace-living country, but India is the one which denigrates peace, which does not like peace. I still am astounded as to how there are people in the panel who are ready to defend and talk in favor of Arundhati Roy and the likes. And the most important question over here is why Arundhati Roy still does that? Why she was not doing it during Sonia's period? 10 more seconds, Saira. Why she was not doing it in the Sonia's period? Remember, she and many others like her, they were enjoying the spoils of the loot of India, the loot and the plunder of India that Sonia, Rahul and the ilk continued. They were living with the spoils of these loot and plunder. That's the reason as to why for them everything was well and fine when the UPA and the Congress was in power. Suddenly today the sense of entitlement is lost.
No. The convenience. You see, Saira. One line. One line. What is Arundhati Roy's intention? One book wonder wants to sell her next book or perhaps her present book. I don't know if she writes anymore. The question is very relevant today. Why do intellectually vacuous and desperate people like Arundhati Roy not explain why were their lips sealed when their political master Sonia Gandhi was running the country? SHO Ful Muhammad was burnt alive in Rajasthan when a mob torched his jeep on 17th March 2011. Congress party was in power in Rajasthan. Congress party was in power in Delhi. Saira, tell me, do you remember Arundhati or any of her, hypocritical, duplicitous ilk going anywhere and saying on BBC, in India people are being lynched. India is a terribly violent country. People, you go out and they get lynched on the streets. Did she say that? What happened then? Just explain the hypocrisy then, please. Can you, a small comment, choti si tippani dijiye on the hypocrisy. Go on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. See, firstly, Arnab, whichever side of the fence, violence needs to be condemned univocally. few days ago, BJP.
No, but she doesn't. No. One sec. No. One minute. Saira, 1 minute. Surabhi is here. Did you ever hear Arundhati or her ilk, Surabhi, talking about the political killings of BJP workers in Bengal?
No.
Did you ever hear her talking about the murder of 65 RSS and BJP people in left-ruled Kerala, where she's originally
Her
from?
father comes from Bengal and her
Did
mother
you
comes from
ever
Kerala?
hear her speak up about the Keralanji massacre on 29 September 2006 when a Dalit family was murdered in Maharashtra? Why was this violence not terrifying enough for the intellectually shallow Arundhati
Because
Roy?
it does not fit into their story. Arnab,
Exactly,
this is something
exactly.
that they have been
Arnab,
trying to
can I complete,
propound for a
please?
really
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And have you gone beyond
Okay,
these cliches?
Arnab, I
It's
need
been
to just
4 years
complete
into
my
Modi. It's been
narrative,
since
please.
2002. The same cliches have been
You
running.
address her directly.
He is
Address
the
Saira.
Gadar. He is somebody
Saira.
who
Okay,
talks about going
Arnab,
back to
Arnab,
that story.
okay.
That narrative
Okay,
is
now
not
coming
working.
back.
Let it
Okay,
go.
can I talk,
India
please?
is not
Yeah.
talking. Ma'am, listen to me for 2 minutes and then I'll
See,
respect
I
your
don't
time
want
as
to
well.
talk over
India is
someone.
not talking
It's
about
my
jobs.
turn to
India is
talk.
not
No,
talking
no,
about
it was my
investment.
turn to
India is
talk.
talking about how we can get away from our past of caste and all of these things through employment,
Okay,
jobs,
okay.
through better opportunity. We are not
Okay, let
going
me
back
talk,
to that
please.
same narrative
I
of
think it was my turn to
divide
talk.
and
I
rule.
was
I'm
not allowed
sorry.
to talk.
Please, ma'am, go ahead.
Okay, it's my turn now. Firstly, it's not a theocratic country. It is a democracy, and all voices are equally important as long as you're not running down the country.
But you are running down the country. Of course, you're running down the country. Pradeep Bhandari is on the debate with her. Pradeep Bhandari.
No, 1 second.
She's giggling with Gilani. She's basically a separate sympathizer. Roy, how can you accept a person who says that Kashmir was never part of India? How can you accept a person who was basically saying that Afzal should not be hanged? Calls Afzal prisoner of war. She's questioning the existence of India. She's peddling fake lies where she knows that the lynching was more in 2012 and 13. Communal violence was maximum in 2008. This is an ecosystem, Arnab, which goes with the separatist Gilanis, Sheila Rashids and all Mevanis. And she funded Mevani with
No, you make a good point. 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 You make a good point.
See the picture.
Saroj Giri, you teach somewhere in Delhi University, right? You teach political science?
You put it well.
You teach political science?
Yeah, just go to your question.
Which college, or are you in the PG faculty? Just inquiring, so my context is correct.
No, occasionally he teaches Naxalism also.
Please, Sambit, cut that out. Sambit, cut that out. I don't need that.
National or anti-national?
Is the college national or anti-national?
No, I'm asking you out of curiosity.
Today, which is out.
How is he trivializing this?
Out of curiosity, I'm asking you. I am a proud graduate of Hindu College, Delhi University, not the school across the street. But I am asking you here today, which college do you teach
I like your college.
Which college do you teach in?
I'm not teaching in any college.
Okay, generally. Okay, fine.
Come to the point, Arnab.
The point is, I wanted to know whether your college students,
Can we continue with the debate, please?
Yes, I am continuing with the debate. Saira, there is a very specific context to our question.
Yeah, Arnab, please come to the debate.
The point here is, I want to know whether any college student who you teach or anybody who is now in college who has come from a school has ever told you that, sir, when I studied political science or history, civics, geography, whatever, I read textbooks published by the government of India, approved by this person called Narendra Modi, which have the picture of Hitler on the cover. Because Arundhati Roy has told the BBC that in India today, you go out on the streets, you'll get lynched. You don't get meat because Muslims are not allowed to have meat. There is no leather because Muslims are not allowed in the leather industry. Handicrafts have stopped because Muslims are not allowed to do handicrafts. And children are reading textbooks with Hitler on their cover. No. This is the no. She said it, so I want to ask you. Please show me a textbook. Please show me a textbook. Please show me a textbook with the picture of Adolf Hitler on the cover. and in which the government of India says, furthermore, that you must read it because Hitler was a great world leader, approved and signed herefore by Narendra Modi. No. Saira, you said that if you lie about the country, it cannot be accepted. Arundhati Roy has said that in India today, all school children read about Hitler as a great world leader. I want to know which book, college, school, university, primary school, kahan se nikla ye?
Can I please respond to you?
Where did this come? Have you heard of Surup? Anyone has heard of Hitler? We read about Hitler. According to Arundhati Roy, we idolize Hitler.
No, she says that
Amazing. Amazing. I don't know, laugh on it. No, where did this Hitler come from? Pardon me?
One thing that
where did Hitler come from?
Is that
you answer my question.
I know a lot of students in Delhi University who I'm answering your question.
Hitler kahan se aa gaya?
A lot of students I know in Delhi University who have read Arundhati Roy. Okay, it's true. I have not met anyone.
Those may be people.
I want to know about Hitler. Yeah, I don't care about Arundhati Roy.
Jignesh Mevani is not there. So
where did Hitler come from?
And
why do you go and lie? No. So Saroj, listen to me. Saroj, my question to you. Can I be in the middle? I want to talk to you. Saroj, listen. Saroj, listen.
Who's read Arundhati Roy says that.
No. It's not about Arundhati Roy. What she writes doesn't write. Who cares? Yeah. I want to know. And just one.
मैं भी दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी के छात्रों को जानता हूं, कोई भी बच्चा ऐसा नहीं बोलेगा कि कश्मीर हिंदुस्तान का पार्ट नहीं होना चाहिए।
मैं ये पूछ रहा हूं आपको प्रदीप मैं ये पूछ रहा हूं, बहुत सामान्य बात पूछ रहा हूं मैं, जरा प्लीज एक मिनट सरोज लुकिए
दुकानों को बंद करवा दीजिए।
नहीं क्यों बंद करें? वो फॉल्सहुड स्प्रेड कर रही है। वो हिटलर, आप कौन सी टेक्स्ट बुक हिटलर को स्प्रेड करिए? आप मुझे एक दिखाइए एक हिंदुस्तान की टेक्स्ट बुक गवर्नमेंट अप्रूव्ड हिटलर को हिटलर।
I am not a fact
Indian government textbook is propagating Hitler. Please tell me there is no Hitler on the textbook. Please.
I am not Arnab. I am not a fact checker for Arundhati Roy.
No, but I am no. But I am no.
Is true or not.
I want to know. I want to know.
Point out is that
I want to know why are you lying about my country?
Arnab, I want to congratulate you for the first time on something which I want to tell you is that you are very critical of the BBC. And I am with you on this. I am also against this Western media. Having said that, when people on the right or people you agree with or people like others, with whom you are in agreement, when they go to the West, they also use this media.
No, but this is not about right or left. This is about... Please.
Samit.
This is not about right or left.
Samit is on the debate, Pradeep, let Samit come in. Let Samit come in. Samit is on the debate with Milind. Please feel free to come in. One second. Samit.
Professor, you have lost the plot. This debate is... Just a second, Mr. Goswami, the professor has lost the plot.
At the moment you talk about anyone जो घुटन होता है ना घर के अंदर में, वो आप उसके बारे में बात करने से बोलते अरे बेटा ऐसा मत करो, चूंकि हमारा परिवार है, हैप्पी फैमिली है, so don't give me this happy family argument that nobody can critique about what's happening to minorities in India, what's happening to Muslims, what's happening to Dalits, और वो हम उठाएं या बीबीसी में हो या इंडिया के मीडिया में तो आपको दिक्कत हो रहा है। सुधीर ढावले, जिग्नेश मेवानी,
मेरी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि वो यहाँ पे गिगर कर रही है।
Can I please? ढावले को जो दलित जो यहाँ oppressed है,
संबित लाउड
उठा रहे हैं, उनको आपने अरेस्ट करके डाल दिया। और आप बीबीसी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, बीबीसी छोड़िए वो वेस्टर्न मीडिया and I don't support Arundhati going and speaking there. But the content of what she's saying is true and she's not just speaking of BJP, but also the Congress. कांग्रेस के regime के time में Arundhati was one of the most powerful voices calling out about the oppression and lynching that was happening also against the Congress.
At the behest of foreign powers, at the behest of the Congress party, at the behest of the
Arundhati has opposed Vedanta. What Vedanta has done in the Niyamgiri hills of Odisha, Arundhati has been at the forefront and that was under the UPA Congress regime. Why don't you talk about that? fact. Why don't you talk about the Dongri?
बढ़िया है अरुंधति राय, तो आप थोड़ा शांत से उनको ध्यान करिए अरुंधति राय को। अरे बैठिए, इतना अच्छा है अरुंधति राय जी, तो थोड़ा सा शांत होकर।
Thank you. We go back to the debate. I'm going back on the debate. I'm going back to the debate and look at. I want Ghanshyam on the debate. Milind, are you feeling okay? Okay, one second. Saira. No, ladies and gentlemen, let me expose some more lies. Fahim Beg.
तो आज अरुंधति को ये बात विदेश में जाकर न कहनी पड़ती। मिस्टर गोस्वामी, यू आर द कल्प्रिट। आप बात सुनते रहिए। आप सरकार के खिलाफ कुछ सुनना नहीं चाहते, आप सरकार में सवाल उठाना नहीं चाहते। अरे कहीं तो बात कहनी पड़ेगी, कहीं तो आवाज उठानी पड़ेगी।
देखो,
यू आर द कल्प्रिट,
देखिए जनाब, सुनिए मेरी बात, हम इस देश में रहते हैं। नहीं, फहीम बेग आपको एक बात कह दूं,
मोदी खराब, और शाम को रात को सोते हुए भी मोदी खराब, फिर बोलते हमें बोलने नहीं दिया। कैसे बोलने देंगे आप?
किसी और के सामने बात जाने की बात नहीं करनी पड़ती। आप आवाज नहीं सुनेंगे,
ज्यादा ड्रामा मत कीजिए फहीम बेग।
खूंखार चेहरा बना के मत डांटिए, प्यार से बोलिए।
आवाज नहीं उठाएंगे तो कौन
इतना खूंखार चेहरा बना के मत डांटिए, डर लगता है, रात को नींद नहीं होगी।
क्या होगा?
ऐसे देख के मत बोलिए, आराम से बोलिए, माइक लगाए। रात को सो नहीं पाऊंगा सोच के, आराम से मुस्कुरा के बोलिए।
I'll give you one more example, and I'm amazed, and I would only say this, viewers. I don't want to overstate the point, but this is अरे भाई डिस्टर्ब मत कीजिए, बड़ा important point मैं viewers को कहना चाहता हूँ। Viewers, an intellectually scant.
सवाल तो ले लीजिए साहब।
Don't disturb me when I'm making a point. She is an intellectually scant,
गोस्वामी साहब,
factually skimpy, logically vacuous argument is being presented by the champion of the anti-India gang, that is Arundhati Roy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the same Arundhati Roy Ratan Sharda will debate now with Saira Shah Aleem, who features at every anti-India conference, every anti-India gathering. And I cannot take the fact that her intellectual brittleness which shines through will not be questioned, and therefore I question whether it's Gautam Navlakha, Akar Patel or Arundhati Roy. It is a coordinated, well-motivated nexus. It's a coincidence. It is not a coincidence. I want to show a few things.
The whole urban Naxal gang, Kobad Gandhi, Nalini Sundar, Sai Baba, these people, Arundhati, all these people have together, they support separatists, they support Pakistan, they support Afzal Guru, they celebrate Naxal, they celebrate murder of policemen. This is the overall network that you see. They tie up with jihadis. This is the network that you is
Viewers, I have a few cards I want to show you tonight.
Or anybody else. They are apologists for the biggest terror.
I have a few cards. Saira, may I? Saira.
They will celebrate, they will dance on
Are you feeling okay?
Murder.
No.
They will support stone pelters. This is our history.
Debbie, let me.
All this is coming together.
Let me know.
I am not surprised because this is what they do.
Okay, now here's a question, viewers. I want to put out an expose right now, and Professor Giri, I have one more question for you, and if you can't answer it, you go and ask your students tomorrow for help. They'll help you. But here's a little, explanation. I've done it in professorial style for you.
But you allow me the time to answer.
Of course, I will allow you the time to answer, sir. I never allow people no time to answer. You don't let me.
Please.
You are painting a picture of an India that is snuffing the life out.
Sir,
you people, I am asking you, do you have any, you see, listen, Saroj. You cannot say today that this is a country that suffocates and crushes its own citizens 70 years post-independence. In other words, she means to say that if you British were still here in India, it would be a better country.
Do you know what a country
she
is?
Can't tolerate Indians
Country
ruling
is not
India.
like one
I'll give you my few views. One second. Here's the point. Here's the point. To all the guests, question number 1 tonight is to Saroj Giri. Saroj Giri, slide number 1 on the program tonight. Can we zoom in on this? Can we zoom in on this, viewers? Please zoom in on this. My constants or coincidence question starts with number 1. A bunch of academics, the JNU Brigade, a bunch of activists and the Congress Party all fearmonger on minority rights. I ask tonight, constants or coincidence? Question number 2. A bunch of activists, let's go to slide number 2. A bunch of activists, the JNU Brigade, some academics and the Congress Party constantly abuse the army. Constants or coincidence? I think they are all appendages of the Congress Party. They should join the Congress. Third point, fear-mongering on Dalits' rights. Dalits are being killed in India. There is no future for Dalits. Millions of Dalits will be killed, denied their rights. Same academics, JNU Brigade, activists and the leftovers of the Congress Party. Now look at this also on the Judge Loya case. Look at this, Ghanshyam. Sare group ko aaj expose karte hain TV par. The same bunch of academics, JNU Brigade, activists, Congress Party and Ghanshyam Tiwari also come together on the Judge Loya death theories. Constants or coincidence? Viewers, tell me. Why are you shouting at me, Ghanshyam? You understand? Let me expose you a little bit more.
Please.
Let me expose you a little bit more this time. Ghanshyam, my next slide, please pay close attention, along with the professor next to you. Look at this. Yeah. Same bunch of academics, JNU Brigade, activists and the leftovers of the Congress Party are also saying all Hindus are terrorists. In Rahul Gandhi's case, he actually went and said this before the US Embassy. Okay. Democracy in India is dead. Next slide. Same JNU Brigade, academics, activists and the leftovers of the Congress Party also say India mein democracy khatam ho gayi. Now let me bring you to the next slide, final slide, which is the circle of terrifying violence slide. Fantastic slide, tells you the real story of what is happening in India. Please pay close attention, Ghanshyam Tiwari. And this is the one you may not be able to read because it's very, very tightly written. You see, November 2017, Arundhati gives 3 lakh rupees to this, what's that fellow's name? Jignesh Mevani, Rahul Gandhi's man. In December 2017, Jignesh Mevani says, let's have street wars. Let there be civil war in India. Listen to me. Listen to this, Saroj. Learn. Look at this slide. Learn to confront me intellectually. Don't crib. Confront me intellectually. She gives 3 lakhs. Then Jignesh Mevani loyally says, let's have street wars. January 2018, Bhima Koregaon clashes happen, people die. April 2018, they have a Bharat Bandh on SC/ST Act. 11 Indians are killed. June 2018, Arundhati Roy says there is terrifying violence in India. Ghanshyam, how do you feel, Ghanshyam?
Was happening.
Ghanshyam.
That she's a bigger danger.
I want to ask you something.
Yes, Ghanshyam, go on.
BJP.
Go on, Ghanshyam, I want to hear you. I want to hear him.
The Hindu versus Muslim.
Ghanshyam is on air.
Say that the farmers are not important, Jinnah is important.
He's a panelist, please. Ghanshyam is speaking.
Running shy.
Please let me have Ghanshyam on air.
Nothing else. Because they have leaders like Biplav Dev. You want Arundhati to be trash, but you want Biplav Dev to be celebrated. You want Arundhati to be trash.
What is Ghanshyam's problem?
Sita was a test tube.
He always speaks out of turn, he always speaks out of context.
The torchbearer of Hinduism.
Ghanshyam carries his own agenda, comes on the TV.
You tell me. Is this
Ghanshyam, what is the problem? Why have to speak to the subject? Why you keep on diverting from the subject?
Surgically created by
what is your problem? You have only one agenda. For any debate, you will keep on repeating the agenda.
Our educational institutions.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? Sambit is on the debate. Sambit, now I come to the big falsehood. So now I come to the big falsehood. In this clip, she also says. Yeah. Sambit, why are you laughing at Ghanshyam?
By the way,
Sambit, you can laugh, but you have not. This is 5 months.
What is Ghanshyam saying is,
since you
no, he's not even talking about the issue.
To political parties
what
like
is he
you.
talking about? I don't understand. Without mincing any word, should come out and should speak against Arundhati Roy and the likes. And tonight I have a new nomenclature for such people. They should not be called as anti-India gang. They should be renamed as hyenas.
Arnab Goswami.
Those who devour the flesh of their own nation. They should be called as hyenas. जो अपने देश के मांस को खाते हैं, They should be called as hyenas.
The Bharat Ratan will go to Mr. Arnab Goswami.
Yes.
Shankar Iyer.
अरे शर्म करो.
Those who go to
जिस तरह
Pakistan
से
and say
चित्रण कर रहे हो देश की उन समस्याओं का जो मुंह खोले खड़ी हैं,
before the committees,
जिनसे आप बच नहीं पाओगे.
Don't react.
आप जिस प्रकार से यहाँ पर रेखांकित कर रहे हैं समस्याओं को, उन समस्याओं को खत्म करना है. यह है सरकार का काम, यह है मीडिया का काम, यह है चौथे उस सब का जो संविधान
आप क्यों चिल्ला रहे हैं?
को लेकर खड़ा है.
आप तो बोल रहे थे कि आप अरुंधति राय के साथ नहीं है, तो आपको क्या मुश्किल हो रहा है?
फाइम बेग आपको सवाल कर रहा हूँ. One second. Are you Faim Beg, I have a question for you. Faim Beg, I have a question for you. देखिए Faim Beg, don't lecture me. I have a quiz question for you. I have a quiz question for you. Only Faim Beg and me, please. Only Faim Beg and me, please. Faim Beg. I have Faim Beg and Saroj Giri right now. Faim Beg, मेरी बात सुनिए, अकेले स्क्रीन पे मेरे साथ मेरे सवाल का जवाब दीजिए. Faim Beg, मेरे सवाल का जवाब दीजिए. Nation wants to know from you. Can you please tell me which country in the world will have the largest Muslim population in the world, which means on the whole planet? Which country will have the largest Muslim population by 2045?
पूरा टाइम दीजिएगा मुझे 30 सेकंड.
Which country will be home to the world's largest Muslim population by 2045? Simple.
पूरी दुनिया में मुसलमान
Simple.
पूरी दुनिया में मुसलमान अगर सुरक्षित हैं,
भारत देश,
पूरी दुनिया में मुसलमान अगर फल फूल रहे हैं,
तो ये झूठ क्यों बोल?
देश हिंदुस्तान.
तो एक बात बताइए. ठीक है, लेक्चर हो गया. Then my question is now you won't stop, so I'll move on to Saroj Giri. My question is this Arundhati Roy, who knows nothing about anything, she goes and says you are looking at a situation in India where the Muslim community has been entirely ghettoized. You have said, she says, don't shout for him, because if you shout, I'm putting that question. Saroj is on the debate right now with Pradeep. Saroj and Pradeep. Silence. Saroj and Pradeep are on the debate now. You tell me what, I'm telling you now, I'm making a request that you're not on the debate right now. I have Pradeep and Saroj. Thank you very much. I am asking you today, why have you gone and said that you have a situation in India where Muslims are all living in ghettos? We are all ghettoized. Tell me. Why? What is this a lie? Is this a lie?
She's a liar. For the first step to remove women from
is it a lie?
Ghettoization was the triple talaq bill, which
can I?
No. So
I just want to say something.
No, Saroj, answer the question. You can't say something. You can't say what you want. I am asking you.
Dalits are under attack. That is true.
No. What Dalits are under attack? What you create? Was Dalits under attack when the Congress was in power? Was Dalits under attack when the Congress was in power?
Can I?
Was Dalits under attack?
Arnab, that is the same democracy in danger argument which you showed.
Wait, let me finish.
No, one second. 1 minute. Just one minute. Are there incidents involving Indians? Are there violent? Saroj, my humble submission to you is not to be ignorant of the fact.
She's not anti-India, she's anti-India.
Or even under the left.
She says that Kashmir is not part of Bharat only. ये कोई बीजेपी कांग्रेस थोड़ी, वो तो कह रही है कि कश्मीर हिंदुस्तान का है ही नहीं, और आप उसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो. ये देखो गिलानी के साथ गिगट करती रहती है.
Let me ask Saira to come back to the debate. Let me ask Saira to come back to the debate, and I want her with Sambit on this debate. With Surabhi. Saira and Surabhi. You see, I asked this question here, that you can't go and say in India all Muslims are ghettoized. Because who ghettoized the Muslims, Saira Shali? What was it, the current dispensation which brought in the anti-talaq bill?
Both ways.
No, which brought in the anti-talaq bill, and you have seen here that this government brought in the anti-talaq bill. 9 crore Muslim women benefit, 90 million. Or is it Rajiv Gandhi, who in 1986 overturned the landmark Shah Bano judgment and did a disservice to Indian Muslim women? I want to ask you, who ghettoized the Muslims? Why is she going around and lying about it? Why falsify these facts?
Good steps are always lauded, Arnab.
No, so is it a lie?
Arnab,
so she's lying. So she's lying, Saira, right? No, 1 second. No, one second. You look at the overall picture. No, you look at the overall picture.
I'm just explaining.
Saira, let me. Saira.
See, I think her comments have been generalized.
No. You've seen the interview. Was it generalized?
Yes, I have.
Saira, Surabhi, go on.
Arnab, I'd really like to point out something over here. This same Arundhati Roy, ma'am, and I'm very glad that there's a DU professor here, or somebody who used to be a DU professor. She says in one of her interviews that the problem between Modi and Trump, the difference between Modi and Trump, is that Modi has some sort of institutional support nowadays, which Trump doesn't have. That Modi's supporters are coming into universities, are talking in the intellectual class.
Correct.
Suddenly, there is a problem if people in the academia, if people in the intellectual ability express that they are pro-right. This is the same Arundhati Roy who has been speaking against a certain party, a certain ideology for all her life. They are suddenly scared that, oh my God, Modi...
Submit last word. What? 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
No, she's attacking Donald Trump.
Mr. Goswami, Arundhati Roy only echoes what Rahul Gandhi has been stating.
I thank you, viewers. I thank you, viewers. And I want to know whether Arundhati Roy will come on my show. It'll be fascinating and a great opportunity to expose her litany of falsehoods. Will she? I don't know. But we'll send her an invitation. See you on the other side. The debate is just starting.